Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney rematch must happen and will most likely happen. Let's talk about that in this video. Danged if you do, danged if you don't. That is what Ryan Garcia will find himself in, and the situation that Devin Haney will find himself in if Ryan Garcia gets off, and it looks like he will, off of these claims. Well, let me not say it looks like he will. There's a chance that he will get off of accusations that he used performance enhancements in order to beat Devin Haney in their fight on April 20th. Both of them, in my opinion, are acting a little bit, man, I don't think either one of these dudes are winning this situation. Ryan looking real bad. Devin's looking real bad. And the only way that these guys are going to get out of this is if they run that fight back. Let's talk about that. But before I do, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And thank you very much for all you guys do for the channel, especially the people that are supporting the super thanks. Shout out to you, my good people. But let's get into this, man. Devin has no choice but to rematch Ryan Garcia. Period. If Ryan Garcia winds up not having a issue with the performance enhancements that took place, that he tested positive, if it winds up that the New York State Athletic Commission lets him off the hook for that for whatever reason, Devin Haney has to rematch Ryan Garcia. And for his career, he doesn't really have a choice. Same thing goes for Ryan Garcia. If Ryan Garcia gets off, Ryan Garcia has to rematch Devin Haney. There's just no choice. Both these guys are looking terrible, and both of these guys are going to have stuff hanging over their head for the rest of their career because of what took place. Let's start first with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia popped for Ostarine in his system after the fight for basically with two tests. One was given on 6/19 and the other one was given on 6/20. According to Victor Conti, who shouldn't have any of this information, and I have no idea why he does. And even if he does, why he's acting like he has it, has said there were 6 nanograms of Ostarine in his system in the first test and then 0.34 in the second test, right? So Ryan pops, and now the information is before the WBC and the New York State Athletic Commission. Ryan Garcia clearly saying, hey, man, I didn't do it. And he's treating the whole thing like a big joke. However, his reputation is taking a hit amongst many boxing fans that have a zero tolerance policy when it comes to you having anything in your system. That is, again, a zero tolerance policy for a lot of boxing fans that are not going to, number one, take the time to even see how the process plays out, nor do they have the time nor the patience or inclination to go research exactly what he's being accused of, what exactly is the scientific information out there about whether or not his sample could be contaminated or not, what the natural levels in the body are or whatever. And none of that stuff. They're not going to do it. They're just going to sit here and say, man, look, man, you popped. That's all it is. You're a cheat, period. Then and that's why Devin Haney lost that fight. And if he gets off, he needs to run it back, having all his tests wind up clean, and give Devin Haney that run back. But Ryan Garcia, unfortunately, said that he's not interested in it. He's talking about fighting everybody from rematching Gervonta Davis to fighting to fighting Errol Spence Jr., to add 154 pounds. I think he originally said 160 pounds. He's going through all of that, right? It's not going to be a good look for him. He needs to run that back if he's able to, and he doesn't get suspended. And then the same thing goes for Devin Haney, because Devin Haney is saying that he doesn't want to fight Ryan again because he cheated him, which is very, very anti-hardcore boxing. Because if you look through the history of boxing and you see guys like that have been cheated in the past, when they feel like you get cheated, you want to run it back, right? Antonio Margarito cheated Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto wanted to run it back. When somebody feels like they get a bad decision and the refs cheat them, they want to run the fight back. They don't just to say, hey man, no, he popped and I don't want the rematch. Well, what if he doesn't get sanctioned? If he doesn't get sanctioned and they officially fine for him, it's not on the record that he was suspended for it. And you can say to your dying day that he popped for it and you believe that, but still he didn't. The fight is that loss is still going to sit on Devin Haney's resume. That is why Devin Haney needs to rematch him, and he needs to actively call for the rematch and do all of the different things that he did to get the fight the first time, that he did with other people, which is show up where Ryan Garcia is, get in Ryan Garcia's face, just like he did when he got in the ring after one of Ryan Garcia's fights, or he ran into Teofimo Lopez after fights, or all of those type of things. That's what he needs to do in order to get that fight, because both these guys are out here looking bad. And yeah, YouTube channels like myself, my own, and others can go back and forth about, who cheated, who didn't cheat, and whether they like one fighter or not like another fighter. But at the end of the day, I think everybody would buy the rematch. I definitely would pay for the rematch. I think there would be a lot more expectations around the rematch. The rematch would sell better, and it would settle the issue once and for all. Because again, even if Ryan Garcia is not held accountable for what was in his system, for whatever reason, if that's the case, neither one of those guys' reputations are clear. Devin got beat up, looked bad in the ring. Ryan Garcia is getting beat up outside the ring, and rightfully so, for having that stuff in his system. Neither one of these guys can cut and run and say, no, we're off to bigger and better things. For Devin, there is no bigger and better thing than a Ryan Garcia rematch, period, because that loss is that loss, and people saw it, and they're going to think less of him from a skill perspective, a talent perspective, a performance perspective than they did beforehand. And Ryan Garcia is going to have that shadow on him. If he winds up all the way clear and he does it again the same way that he did it before, then hey man, what can you say? It's the end. It's a wrap. He moves on, and Devin stays just where he is. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.